Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Daggerwin's Crash Investigation. Now, we've got 3 videos to go through today, and there's quite a few things to discuss, so we're going to get started immediately. So, here we are, this is day 7.2, and one of my eagle-eyed viewers did notice that something a little bit odd happens here. Now, big shout out to Param Gujar, I hope I said your name correctly, for spotting this. This was an ingenious spot, to be honest. So I think I'm far enough back. Let's just look. In fact, let me scrub back a little bit more. Okay. I will start the video. Watch the money Daggerwin has.
Night time and do the brighter recordings.
64604 at the moment. 123 miles left. And now 64044 and 116 miles left. Daggerwin had an accident in between. In those 6-7 miles, he managed to have an accident. We don't know who's at fault. Well played, Daggerwin. You cut that out without any of us noticing. So good eyes, Param, for spotting that. That was a very, very good spot. Now, that was all for episode 7.2, so let's move to the next episode. So, day 8, and Daggerwin has got his own new truck. And what we're going to see in a second is a near miss. And I saw Daggerwin's comment, I can't find it now, but he replied to someone about this, and his definition of a near miss is spot on. It's straight out of the Health and Safety Executive Handbook for what is categorised as a near miss. So let's just watch this.
Places.
Red car in front.
Yeah, I don't want to offend anybody there.
Is turning off.
No.
But decides to brake. So Daggerwin brakes down to 35 miles an hour.
No, that was a near miss.
Almost 30 miles an hour, in fact.
Wow.
From, I believe, 55. Now, that car had no business braking like that because he's turning off to the left and it's a clear lane. You can see up here it's clear on the side of Daggerwin, which means it's definitely clear for the car, and there's no one in front. So if there had been an accident there, that would not have been Daggerwin's fault. So, next one. Okay, so at this point we're coming up to a roundabout. And let's see what happens.
Nice. Quite a few signs as well. Except for access. Yep, ferry. Definitely going in the right direction. Come on, brakes, brake. No. Oh.
And there we go. Nice little crash. Now if I just rewind. So at this point, difficult to tell with my screen up here. Let me just zoom it back out again. It's still difficult to see. That dashboard thing is in the way for recording. Yeah, that doesn't help either. So he's currently doing 39, approaching 40. Now at the roundabout you have to give way to any traffic coming from the right. That is UK and Ireland Highway Code. UK Highway Code covers what was it? England, Scotland and Wales, and there's a Northern Ireland Highway Code and an Republic of Ireland or Ireland. All of them say the same thing. You give way to the traffic coming from the right. So Daggerwin's speed is actually okay.
Definitely going in the right direction. Come on, brakes, brake. No. Oh, crikey.
Oh, crikey indeed, Daggerwin. Oh, crikey indeed. So, for that one, I'm going to say it is Daggerwin's fault. He wasn't going too fast, but as you know, you're going to have to stop here. Probably should have been going a little bit slower. You should always be prepared to stop at the roundabout to give way.
Being tired, but we might automatically rest on the ferry. I think we do.
coming up to the roundabout. Daggerwin's going nice and slowly. Still not that slow as he approaches the giveaway sign. But he's going round. This truck here sees him, and boom!
Oh, now, come on. Fight.
Come on, indeed. You are spot on, Daggerwin. That is not your fault. That truck was supposed to give way to you, not the other way around. So, that one was not your fault at all. You were already on the roundabout at the time the truck pulled out, and you must give way to traffic coming from the right. And the final one for episode 8, let's have a look at that. So the final incident in episode 8 is here in the port. Now, Daggerwin's got to take a sharp left turn, and let's just watch what happens.
Just been. We need to go over there. This is confusing. The police car has let me go. Thank you, police car. And then we go left up here. That's where we were. Fascinating.
And there we go. We're stuck. So here, there's nothing in the highway code for this. Nothing at all. I've checked them all. I think I could check any country in the world and it wouldn't cover this. What Daggerwin should have done, if we scrub back... Ooh. No, I went too far. Don't know what happened there. There we go. So here, we've got to try and make that left turn. That's a tight one. Really, should have either gone here, swung out and back in, or all the way around the mini roundabout, which isn't possible because of the cones. But because Daggerwin knows no one is coming from his right onto the roundabout, could have used kind of the full extent of the roundabout to get out of there. But there's no fine for that, so there's nothing to worry about with that one in particular. So let's go to the next day. Okay, so we're coming up to a roundabout, and let's watch what happens.
But there's always the opportunity to learn more. Practice makes perfect, like that lunatic.
There we go. So that one is very similar to the one that we had last time. Daggerwin is on the roundabout already. At this roundabout, the truck must give way to the right to Daggerwin. Instead, he goes flying through. Daggerwin has to slam the brakes on. If there had been something gone into the back of him, luckily it was clear. If something had gone into the back of him, it would have been Daggerwin's fault, but it would have been because he had to brake for the truck, who wasn't following the rules. So it's lucky there was no damage. Now, there's many in this episode, so let's go to the next one. So let's see exactly what happens.
Oops, that...
Oops, yes, oops. That was a bad one. And yes, it was because Daggerwin was in third person. Now if we just scrub back very slowly to here, let's look at the speed and see if the speed is over the limit. But I think this is, as Daggerwin said after this clip, he said third person made it very tricky. So we're below 40, 20, 25, yeah. So it was just an accident. Because of third person, 100% Daggerwin's fault for that one. So once again, it's another roundabout. And once again, it's the same sort of thing as keeps happening. Let's watch.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Once again, it's the exact same thing. Daggerwin is already on the roundabout, he has the right of way. The bus, in this case, pulls out. And he's not really straddling two lines, he is in one lane. So that bus is completely at fault on that one. This time, it's not a roundabout. Finally, something that is not a roundabout. Amazing.
You had a choice though. You can get past if you want to. Right. Let's go. Hang on, what's this? You just drove straight into me?
Yeah, he did drive straight into you.
Hey! Ramming now. You angry motorist.
Luckily, no fine for that one. But I have checked the highway code for Ireland. I'm not putting highway code up this time because there's so many things to cover. I don't want the episode to take too long. But I have checked the highway code. That car has to wait until the traffic here is clear. He had gone through, in fact if I scrub back very slightly so you can see. Just a little bit more. There we go. So he'd passed through the red light, but he was stuck behind the traffic, which is why he still sat there. The lights have turned green for Daggerwin's direction, which means he has the right of way to turn left and right. That car has to wait until the traffic coming from this direction is all gone before he turns. So, completely in the wrong, but luckily no fine. And the final incident of today, which is speeding. So, 50 mile an hour limit currently. Well, I think this is in kilometres because we're in Ireland, so yep, it is 50 mile an hour equivalent speed limit in kilometres, which I think is 80. I'm not sure. So let's watch.
In real time, it doesn't really show up as much at all. But the moment you time lapse it, it just looks like you're going crazy. Probably shouldn't do that too much. I'll probably flip the lorry. It's outstanding countryside.
There's the 50 kilometre sign. And Daggerwin is still flying through it. Speeding offence, £1,907 for speeding 18 miles an hour over the limit. Yeah, that one's your fault, Daggerwin. I'm sorry. But that one's definitely yours. That 50 sign is not miles per hour, it was kilometres. You're going to be hopeless in Europe if you can't keep up with that. So, that is all of the incidents. What I have done is, from the last 3 episodes that I've recorded of this, including this one, I've tallied up which ones are Daggerwin's fault and which ones are not. And what I've come up with is, so far, Daggerwin is owed £1,565.75, because either the crash was not his fault, the headlight offence was not his fault as per highway code, it was perfectly acceptable, for example, and some of the crashes, let's say they weren't 100%, so the fine should not be all his. But 1565.75, that is what Daggerwin is owed, I believe. Now, just before I finish the episode, I want to say a massive thank you to everyone for watching, for liking the videos, for leaving comments, and of course a massive thank you to Daggerwin as well for tacking my video link onto his videos. I'm greatly appreciative to everyone for watching, and yeah, I'm really enjoying the comments we're getting as well. Lots of comments about roundabouts, which is making me think that I should maybe do a little extra episode just talking about roundabouts only. But let me know what you think about that. We can have a detailed episode just about roundabouts individually. For now though, thank you very, very, very much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye bye.